we have a guest just calling in all willy-nilly?
Yeah, special guest on the phone, big-time Chiefs fan, Rich. Your pal, Eric Stonestreet.
Stonestreet calling into the show. What's up, Eric?
Hello, Rich.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I just got to work and,
Yeah.
you know, just wanted to, I miss you since Saturday.
Yep.
It's been a while since I talked to you.
Well, when you talked to me during NFL game day morning, it was the afternoon, you had a beard.
Yeah.
And all the ladies off camera were it was like you were the fifth Beatle showing up on the sideline right there.
Couldn't get enough of it, honestly.
But you're back to being Cam. You've shaved it now? Is it gone?
Yeah, I shaved it Sunday and had to reshave it this morning because apparently when you grow a beard as thick and as fast as I did,
yes,
the hair follicles, you know, come back faster. So I had to reshave this morning.
Wow. And that's a rarity for you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, usually I can get away with shaving on a Monday, and that's good till Wednesday morning if I'm working 3 days in a row. But today I was like full blown, you know, stubble, so I had to knock it back down again.
Back on the set of Modern Family with a playoff win in your pocket. What were you doing back in 1994, the last time the Chiefs?
Well, I
won a
would have been
playoff
home.
game?
I just talked about this with one of my good friends from college yesterday, and we think he would have been in Wichita because we would have still been on Christmas break from Kansas State.
Okay.
We both were fraternity brothers, Kansas State. He probably would have been in Wichita. I would have been in Kansas City, and then you know, it's the next week that the infamous, you know, the game where the Bills just knocked the crap out of poor Joe Montana, and he was eating applesauce on the sidelines. You know, it was like pretty rough.
Right. So what'd you think of that W? What'd you think of that win?
Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was.
You were there?
It was fantastic. I was there. I was, you know, lucky enough to be sitting with the Hunts, who are just such a great family. They welcomed me into their box, and you know, I'm a lucky guy when it comes to that. But I put in my time as a Chiefs fan, and I don't necessarily feel I deserve it, but I'm on the list of people that I think should get to, amongst many Kansas City fans, get to experience the games this way and get to know the organization, Andy, and sat with Andy's wife, Tammy, who's just a great lady, and I loved it. It was phenomenal. I didn't think it was going to be a 30-0 blowout. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. You said 17-10 prior to the game on game day morning. That you just
that changed immediately when Miles Davis returned the opening kickoff. Like then I knew I was going to be off.
First ever kickoff return for a touchdown in wild card history. You put right in a rocking chair right off the bat.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I've got Eric Stonestreet here on the Rich Eisen Show. All right, I'm going to stir it up. You ready to be stirred up? You ready, Eric?
You're going to stir me up?
I'm going to stir you up. This is the beat reporter for the Boston Herald, Jeff Howe on Twitter @Jeff P. Howe. If you care to respond, he tweeted out about it 35 minutes ago. Been watching a ton of Chiefs film. Julian Edelman is going to roast Marcus Peters. Your thoughts, Eric?
This was a wide receiver coach for the New England Patriots?
No. This is the Boston Herald reporter who covers the Patriots.
Hold on just a minute. So this was an assistant coach for the Patriots that said this.
No. This is not Joey Porter. This is not a Joey Porter situation.
Oh.
No.
This was a beat writer that said this.
Correct, sir. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, well then, yes. I mean, clearly. I mean, if a beat writer said it, then it's got to be true. That's hilarious. I mean, look, okay, maybe. Mm-hmm. Like I love it when guys that probably can't lace up their shoes to play a sport make such statements. All they want is just clickbait. You know, and I think if there's any Kansas City Chiefs fans listening right now, which I know there are, I think they should give him exactly what he wants, which is attention, and give it to him any which way they want to. That's hilarious.
So which way is this going to go? Do you think this weekend?
I think Marcus Peters is the real deal. I mean, I think he's proven that this year. I mean, he's tied for the most interceptions and pass defenses, and I think he's legitimate. I mean, Julian Edelman's a great receiver. There's no doubt about it. I don't know that he's going to light him up. This is the NFL. I think the wide receiver in Houston thought he was going to light him up too. He asked to be covered by him. What's his name? The good receiver at Houston. Last week.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Now
exactly.
The difference is DeAndre Hopkins didn't have Tom Brady throwing to him, but I think this beat writer's little presumptuous. I just think he wants attention, and I think he's going to get plenty of it.
There you go. Eric Stonestreet joining me here.
I do want to talk about, Rich, what you think of Andy Reid. I mean, everybody's talking about Rivera being Coach of the Year, but I think Andy Reid really deserves strong consideration this year.
Yeah, I hear you. 15 wins, though, is tough to turn away with Rivera. And you know the drill with Andy Reid, Eric. It's just his Philly years. He got to the precipice so many years. He only got to the Super Bowl once. And
okay, so what if he wins the Super Bowl? Is he Coach of the Year?
Well, no, you got to name him based on the regular season.
Oh, yeah. Right,
this thing's already, that vote's already sealed in an envelope somewhere. But, I mean, you know, that's the drill here. And your quarterback, too. I mean, he's one of those people that everybody overlooks this team. If you win this week, though, you go into New England and beat Tom Brady and the new left eye of New England, be this shiner, and Bill Belichick.
And the beat writer.
And the beat writer, too.
Going to be out there with his shoulder pads on.
Different story now, Eric.
Yeah. It is, well, but it shouldn't be a different story now, because here's, and I get that Rivera's, 15 wins is great, and it's awesome, but we all start off at the same point. Every team starts off at the same point every year, and it's a locomotive moving towards one direction and one goal, and that's to win the Super Bowl. And the Carolina Panthers, their locomotive started and it kept rolling. Our locomotive started and it stopped. For 5 games. And then we kind of started pushing it again, and then we get injuries. We lose Jamal Charles, we lose Justin Houston, we lose Hussein Abdullah, we lose Tamba Ali. And then Andy Reid and the organization, they have to get the locomotive started again. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that deserves a lot of credit because, yeah, it's great to keep that train moving. You just keep stocking the coal, and it keeps rolling along. But we had to start pushing again, and we had to start pushing with next man up, next man up, next man up.
Mm-hmm. Before I let you go here, Chris Brockman, who you know here on the Chris Command Center here at the Rich Eisen Show, he's a big Patriot honk. Do you have a bet proposal for?
I have a bet proposal.
He had one half the bet. I filled out the second half.
Filled out the
Eric
second
wants
half.
to do it.
Eric, are you up for entertaining this idea?
Well, it depends what it is. If it's cash money, then I'm up for it. But if it involves any physical activity on my part, then I'm probably not.
It's very simple.
What do you have?
Patriots win. Mm-hmm. I get a non-speaking cameo on an episode of Modern Family. hold on.
And if the Chiefs win,
I have to be one of the caterers at Eric's, like a party or something.
The next event you have at your house, Brockman has to wear a catering suit and cater the event with the other waiters and can't speak no matter what the whole night.
Isn't that sounds like a win-win to me, Eric?
Yeah, thank you. I agree, Rich. That being a caterer at my Christmas parties. Pretty awesome because the girls that work there are freaking hot. So you'd be
exactly.
And I know what I'm doing here.
And we don't need Brockman tripping and spilling a drink on Sofia Vergara or anything like that, Eric. You can't come back from that.
And that's exactly what he would do. I know he would.
So that has been rejected.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
No, it's been rejected. I think our bet should involve the beat writer for the Boston Herald.
I knew it'd stir it up. I knew that would stir you up, Eric. I knew it.
You know what? It does stir me up because it's like if he's been watching tape, seriously, why isn't he a coach?
Because he can write. Hey, what would you think? Last one for you. What would you think about football coming back to L.A., the NFL coming back to L.A.?
I'm a fan of the idea. In my dream scenario, it would be just the Rams that came. I know that's not going to happen. My second choice is the Chargers and Rams sharing a facility. Mm-hmm. In no way, shape, or form can I see the Chargers and Raiders in the same organization, in the same city. Right. First of all, just for the AFC West logistics, that means somebody's got to move out of the AFC West. Although yesterday I started thinking about what if they moved the Chargers to the NFC West and the Seahawks to the AFC West, like old school days, and we all of a sudden have Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, and Seahawks in a division. That would be awesome.
Well, I think the Arizona Cardinals would raise their hand and say, "No problem. Send that Seahawks to the AFC."
Yeah, we'll take San Diego.
You'd get the Bidwell vote on that one. Sure.
But what would they do? They can't have the Chargers and Raiders, and that's 4 home games apiece for them. That's impossible. They can't do that.
Great question. I have no idea. Are you going to New England? You going to the game?
No, I can't go. I have a show in San Francisco. If anybody's in San Francisco listening, I'll be doing a show at 3:30 afternoon on Saturday, right during the middle of the game that I signed up for 3.5 months ago.
What?
This is my life. Can you believe it?
What show? What are you doing?
It's a show that I do, an improv show with people where I take questions from the audience and answer their questions, and we act out scenes and stuff. And I agreed to do this 3.5 months ago. San Francisco Sketch Fest. Check it out. I'll be there. So I'll see basically the first half of the game, and then I got to go on stage.
And it'll be funny after you take questions. You'll say, "Now I'd like to reverse you answer my question. What's the score? Can you tell me what the score?" Let's go. Eric, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, thank you. And you know, something you said there, if we win this week, we're going to get national attention. Rich, I need you to take the point of spear on this.
Okay.
And we need that attention before this.
You got it.
Because I agree. You know my beef with the media. It's like the Chiefs are just always a has-been. Like the Royals, you know, just skate over them. If this 11-game winning streak was with Green Bay Packers or with the Jets or the Giants.
Sure.
It'd be the national news.
I hear you. I'm there for you. Eric, you know why? Because I can't quit you. That's why.
I can't quit you either.
Thank you, Eric. Take care.
I can't wait to work for the NFL Network when Modern Family's over.
You got the gig. You're hired. Take care, Eric. It's Eric Stonestreet.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.